Today on Matt Brad's Customs, we are going to talk about fender lips, Ford Mustang stock wheels, and the equipment we need to actually create a flat lip on the fender. This is a product that I got from Amazon. It's pretty damn cheap, but it will do the job. And wheel spacers. I listened to what everybody else said, 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches, 1 inch, so I went with 1.5 inches. Alrighty, watch as I get this set up and we bend some fender lips in. Okay, like I said, this thing is probably functional without a problem, but you can tell it's made whoever, wherever, Chinese, whatever, I don't know. But anyway, I didn't really look. I want to get the job done. And all you do is, if you get it from Amazon, you will get it with probably no directions on how to put it together. It came in a nice box, a styrofoam form. But yeah, not really telling you how to put it together, but for everybody, it's pretty simple. It's not that hard to do. All right, so number one is you got to get it set up for your fender lip. And as you can see, there's a lot of adjustments here. Once you get it set up for the fender lip, you basically just roll it back and forth. And I'll have to take the emergency brake off of this thing because when I came in here with the car, set the emergency brakes, but anywho, so we are trying to get up onto the lip as best as we can, and tighten it up as best you can because, and like I said, it's pretty shitty. Yeah. You and I both are going to find out if this thing works, I guess. The adjustment here is pretty sorry because not unless you go ahead and bend the lip in one place and then set that forward and then roll it, you're not going to be able to do nothing. Let me take the emergency brake off. Let's try this. Well, I really don't see how you're going to be able to get enough here to make that stay tight to that and bend it, but Okay, now that I have figured this contraption out, yeah, if you don't have enough hand strength to tighten up these kind of things, better get some kind of equalizer to help you. Big pair of channel locks, a closed-in, box-in wrench or something so you can tighten this. But it bends this lip inward a little bit at a time. And what you have to do is you have to change these angles on this so that you tighten it up here and it pulls this out, or inward, I'm sorry, it goes in, pushes that out. And then once you get to where you have no threads to turn in here, then you readjust everything again, start from the bottom, and then as you work the lip, you'll find again that it will be all the way in, and you'll have to readjust everything. Still, the old ways, we used to take a flat hammer and a soft hand with a good thick towel or something, and maybe something metal behind that towel, between your hand and your towel, and tap them. And just tap, 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 a little bit at a time, so you don't mess with the paint or you don't mess with the fender. Well, for $60-some, and this thing will do it for you, and you're not worried about beating your paint up on your fender edge or bending that in or out, and it is slowly rolling this lip. I don't know if I can show it to you, but I will try. Here you go. Let's see if we can get you up in there. Probably not. Daggone it. Alright, you're going to get spun around. Don't get dizzy. Can you see what it's been doing? It has been folding that lip. You see it square here, starts folding in. Can you see that? So it is working. It is folding that lip. It maybe not be doing it as smooth as I would like, but it is doing it. So anyway, all right, I'm going to work on it a little more. You're going to have some upper arm strength, I guess, for this thing. Oh yeah. For the life of me, I ain't figured out what these are for. But I guess maybe to keep it in a down position. Alrighty. And quickly, about come to an end again. Time to reset up, I guess. Alright. Get out here again. And loosen it all up. Daggone, I tightened it up. Get it undone. Come on, do right. Well, all right. Back to the readjusting everything. I don't yet know how much angle I got to have or how flat it will go, but we're going to find out. I'm sure you can buy probably a better system, a little more money than this. That might do a little better, but I'm all about trying it out, see if it works. And if it's that damn bad, guess what? I pay Amazon, so I'm able to send stuff back. You know what I mean, anyway. Alrighty. Let's see if we can get that to tighten up tighter. And we can roll that lip a little more. Like I said, I'm only doing just a very little bit at a time. I just get it tight, and then I work it till it gets loose. And I tighten it some more. Fold it up nice and nice and nice and nice. Alrighty. yeah. Coming right along. Just remember, we're trying to bend the lip, not the whole fender out. So don't go too much, a little bit at a time. Ooh, better eat your Wheaties. He's doing it, slowly and surely. All right, let's do some readjusting and angles. Here we go. Trying to set the angles a little bit different. So we slowly fold that lip all the way inward. All right, let's see what that does. You can see it moving out. It's putting pressure on that roller. So I watch this to make sure I'm not seeing any movement there. Then you know you went too much too tight. Spinning it, but it's a slow process. Try one other thing here real quick. Get a different angle on this. doggy. All right. Let's see what that'll do for us. So this is an upper body workout. All right, time to change our angle again. We get this flatter and flatter. We keep changing that angle. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Alrighty. See if this helps the situation. Dog it down. And now let's tighten it up. Doggy. Yeah. It's a workout. It's a folding it, slowly and surely. Came loose. Golly. Seriously? I might have done that to it. Hey, it's cheap. Cheap. Oh yeah. Ain't nothing like throwing your weight around, huh? Man, yeah. That's nice. Oh yeah. Holding right on up. It was on that angle, and now it's on that angle. Yeah, yeah. Never used one of these in my life. Like I said, we used to always bend them flat by hand. And I want to tell you right now, I believe by hand was easier. Anyway, this seems to do it and is not messing up anything out here, and that's what we're after. Hey, I might be doing it wrong. Came from Amazon. They love to let the manufacturers go, we'll ship it to them. Don't even give them directions, you know? So, gave you a picture of a schematics of it broke down. I put it together off of the picture. That's all you get. Doesn't tell you. Maybe you should be putting it in forward and reverse. I don't know. With the engine running. Sure would be easier than muscling it, but I doubt that. Anyway, here we go. Let's keep going. I'm about to get the angle of that roller now. I have to readjust again. Yeah, we getting there. I know I'm blocking the camera every time. It's just, let me move it this way. It's just me having to use the strong arm, you know. This is 64 over here because it's hurt. This is almost 65 over here. So I'm using the strong side, blocking the camera. My bad. Woo, doggy. All right. The damn thing just fell apart. Really? Alright. I don't know if you can see the lock nut. It apparently didn't lock so damn good back there. Where's it at? Yeah, that locks this here into the mechanism. Well, it just came apart. Alrighty, hang on. We're going to have to rebuild this damn thing. Alright, I don't know whether you can see it, but this tool has a nut on the back side that is a lock nut, and there's a washer on one side of this blue metal and a washer on the other side. Well, the lock nut came completely off, and I don't know where the washer went, but anyway, I put it back together and we're trying again. Alright, hang on, here we go. Boy. Oh yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Whee. I'd hate to know my old ass had to do 4 of these today. Cause it's late in the afternoon. This will be the only one I will do. We'll get the other one tomorrow. That's what I think. Alrighty. She's pulling her in. Yeah. Can't get my finger stuck in there. Fold some of it almost flat, some of it not at all. Kind of weird. This here's probably done back here. It's up flat. You hear it going, it's like some of it's folding good and then some of it's not, so it's like ridging, not folding evenly. Guess it's just the El Cheapo in the thing. All this here is almost perfect. Right there needs to fold more, and from here to here. So we keep going, right? All right. Wow. Rolling it good back here, but not nowhere else. Maybe it is. It's just double metal back behind it. Whew. Angle it some more. Not trying to get y'all blocked, but just trying to get it done. Here on the crusher. Well, this thing's a hunk of shit. just saw that. Don't know what these are for. I just figured it out. See, they're coned. They're so you put behind your nut so it'll lay tighten up flat. 5 of them. Well, you think they could have put that in the instructions, but it shows the picture of it. Let me show you that. Of it together. And see the things on that handle? Yeah, that's these. And this is all they gave you for instructions. It's really a breakdown schematic. That was it. Amazon says we'll sell it cheaper. We'll save you money by don't put no directions in there. The only thing there is that it tells you a lot of is covering your own ass about safety. Yeah. You know, you could have took some time and actually wrote a little bit more about how it works and how to put it together. Stupid. But now we know what these are for. Wow. All right, put them off to the side. I don't need them. Let's stick the magic ball back together. Okay, one last thing to worry about. Checking my nut, see if it's still on. It's rolling it good right here. It gets right here and it ain't rolling good. It has folded it some, but not enough. So let me re-change this angle. The roller. Push it more flat because this is more flat and that's not. We'll see. Try it, right? That's all you can do. Try it. Right in here now. We're working on it. Everything is just so nice. Not right there now, just one spot. Right there. Crazy. Whee. Work it. The roller right there gets kind of warm too. Friction. I shouldn't do it, but I'm gonna try to help it. Still like that. This is like that. That's like that. How does it do that? Perfect. Perfect. Just right here. Perfect right there. Just right here. We gotta try a different angle because it ain't holding it right there good. Man. Man. This looks good. Again. Yep. Cheap shit. Man. All's for fix. Okay, just for that area right there, a little bit, I guess it's like there to there. There to there. But anyway, all this here is folded nice and pretty. And for some reason, like right in there where that roller is, just a little bit this way, it's folded, but not enough. So as you can see, I changed that angle on the roller because it was all the way square almost. Yeah, so it's like this, like that. And I had it pretty much like that. But anyway, and trying to work it. Maybe I went a little too far too quick. I don't know. But let's see what happens. I'm having to strong arm this thing because I got a lot of pressure on it, but it seems to be working. You don't hear it going bloop, bloop, bloop as much. It's just right there. Everything else has been in fine, but right there is not. All of it else looks good. You just get that one little area back. So we keep tightening up and keep rolling. It's designed to do it. Spot. This will wear you out. This is where you need a young man as a friend. You're going to teach him something. LOL, teaching. Otherwise, let him do it. Here it goes. You gotta watch it. It'll fall apart on you. See the nut came off again? It's just cheap, man, cheap. All right, hang on. All right, this came with no directions on how to use, no directions on how to put it together. It does have a schematic of it breaking down into pieces and parts and numbers. But anyway, here's the problem with it. If you can see, let me see if I can move things around a little bit. Can you see that washer? That goes into that hole. Well, let me see if I can get it. There you go, right there. Of course, that turns. But anyway, as you're trying to use the thing, this lock nut and washer keeps coming loose and falling off. And it is a nylon lock, but it's a cheapo. Yep. Not a very good product. Okay. This has a nylon insert, but this is like the 10th time I've had to put this thing back together. Don't buy an Amazon wheel, lip, bead, roller, whatever they want to call it. It keeps falling apart. Can't get it done, can't get anything done because it keeps falling apart. Putting it back together, number 10. It's crazy sickening. If it would stay together, you might could get the dang thing really working right, but it won't stay together. Piece of junk. I think before Amazon sells somebody's product, they ought to have a product testing and then say it's well enough to be sold by Amazon. Just give you a little hint. Amazon. Oh boy. Oh boy. Jeeber Christ. Hunk of shit. Shitty, shitty, shitty. Junk. I tell you this, Eastwood makes a good one. A lot of people say it's the better product to buy. All this is not much different for its design, but it's built thicker, it's heavier duty, it's put together better. And for the extra money, I can tell you right now, these two fender lips should have been done already. But because this thing falls apart all the time, it's taking forever to do it. So, telling everybody, spend a little more money, buy you a better piece of equipment, because this is junk. It really is. Hunk of junk. And the idea behind this and the lock washers, you can tighten it up, but if you tighten it up too much, you can't turn this. So it's designed where it's supposed to go on and stay loose enough so that you can turn this. But and I'm getting threads past the nylock, just barely. But if they made that threaded area a little bit longer, and only maybe a quarter of an inch longer, you could get the nylock to stay on. Because as you back this thing around and pull it, you're pulling it the opposite way to pull tension up against this lip, you actually end up unscrewing the nut. It's stupid design. Or put the nut on there and have it long enough that you could actually put a Carter pin through so it won't come back off. Now, there's all kinds of ways you could do it better than this. This is stupid. I mean, I seriously got to keep a wrench in my pocket because of it. Wrong wrench. But still, I got to keep a wrench available. See, if you tighten it down, you can't turn this. So you got to do it tight enough to where you still turn this. Stupid. Stupid idea. Stupid, stupid, stupid. It's folding it. A little bit at a time. Just have one little area right there. There's nothing behind it. See if I can help it. Let me get a bigger hammer. You really shouldn't have to do this. This machine should do it and do it right. Tough. We're getting there. Little by little. Get the camera on the other side. Hang on for the swing. Here we go. All right. Long ways to go. This thing just isn't folding. It's not doing it. check my nut. It's coming off. Good God. Ooh. You just get it to bend more right in here, like it is here. Wow, I don't know. Ain't gonna do it, I don't think. It's just too cheap. Let's try a different angle on it, maybe. This thing is such a hunk of piece of shit. Ah! Really? I bought it. I'm gonna send it back, but I'm trying to make it work. But I guess I'll have to wait to get a Eastwood or somebody's, because this is shit. Hunk of junk. I sold you a hunk of junk. I mean, even this little wheel, you can see how much pressure I'm putting on it. It's actually marring up this wheel, but as far as folding, it barely wants to fold anything. I've seen people heat them up. This is a brand new paint job, and I don't think I'm gonna put no heat to it. It should bend it without heating, but I may have to put 150 degrees on it or something, because it will not bend it any more than it has. Well, this is the 11th time that it's falling apart. It's hard to get this done with this thing falling apart. All right. Well, I'm finally getting the lip flattened out to where I need it to be. And I'm going to tell you, if it wasn't for this thing falling apart, it'd have been done hours ago. I probably now will look at the video. I have cut it off here and there. But anyway, it has been a slow process. I tried heat, being this is a fresh paint job. I just made sure that my heat didn't get above 150, 160 degrees, but heat the inside only. That didn't help any at all, if you ask me. It just took a lot of tightening in this, hopefully that it stays together, and it's about to fall off and apart right now. That's the crazy part of it, and trying to keep it going like so you can actually get it. This wheel will get that metal warm enough as you're going back and forth. It should help it dissipate the bend some, but I pretty much got it definitely all the way up bent like I should have. Stop! Stop! Sorry, I had to discipline the dog for digging. Quit digging. Anyway, yeah, you didn't like that? Well, this is why I tell you to not do something, you should not do it. Duh. Yeah. Anyway, so also the angle of the wheel, you had to start with the wheel like on this angle because the lip's flat, and so you bend it this way a little bit, and then move the wheel, move the wheel, move the wheel. Now I got it as far as it'll go this way, so it's kind of flat up and down, and it is folding it nice and tight, and it's about to fall apart, so you've got to really put some pressure on it. Yeah. It's not as flat and smooth as I'd want it to be, but it is turned in enough that it will not cut a tire. And that's all we're after. I'm putting the spacers on it, and it's going to bring the tire out to about right here, so if you hit a lot of bad roads, if it does hit, it will hit the side of the tire and not cut it. That's what we're after. Okay, my subscribers, we have the edge rolled. I tried heat, that didn't help at all. This thing, the nut keeps coming off the backside here because you're turning it that way, and with the pressure against the nut, that is loosening the nut, even though it's a lock nut. So maybe the manufacturer of this contraption don't even say who makes it. Does it? Yeah. Doesn't even say who makes it. Don't even say who they are. Nowhere. But anyway, I guess they don't want to get sued for building a piece of crap. So, going out to the people who make this. You know, all you got to do is thread this the opposite way. That way, as you are having to back it off, in other words, you're turning counterclockwise to move this item here forward to the lip, you're spinning the nut off. Well, guess what? If you don't want to make the bolt longer and a better lock nut, even fine threads instead of cheap-ass coarse threads, then thread it the opposite way. That way, as you're counterclockwising, it would keep this nut tight instead of backing it off. Simple engineering. Really? Come on, people. You can hear it got smoother and smoother. All the rough's gone out of it. And it's folded up tight from about here all the way to there. And that's plenty because the tire is only going to hit in this area. So we're done on this side. So now, we're going to back it off, take it off, get some Loctite, and put our spacer on and our wheel on. And with that being said, we will move this contraption to the other side. It's a hunk of junk, I'm telling you. You can't even hardly back it off. That's how cheap the threads are, y'all. Jeebers. telling you, if you tighten that nut up any, you can't hardly turn this. It's a dumb design. Stupid. Done. Sickeningly so done. Whee! I'm glad I'm only doing the other side, not all four wheels have to be done. Of course, I saw some other YouTube stuff on this, and they said, oh, it's only designed to do the fronts, not the backs. Well, what are you going to do with the back ones? You only do the front ones and they get clearance. But it won't be. That's kind of dumb statement. I didn't call your name out, but why would you say that? It doesn't say in any directions even how to put it together or how to use it. Why would they tell you that you can't do the backs? Because they don't even tell you anything. But some of the other YouTubers actually did the backs on a Mustang with the Eastwood, and it was pretty simple and easy to do. All right, moving forward. Okay, while you were away, I took a chaser and ran over my threads to clean them. I've now put some blue Permatex Loctite on them, and now I'm putting the spacers on. And the only reason I do that is I want to make sure that nothing's going to come loose at any kind of crazy Mexico speeds. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we do. We'll do all our speeding in Mexico. We abide the laws here in the United States, but we go in Mexico where the laws are a little bit open as far as speed. Well, there's just massive open amount of roads with desert land and miles of nothing. So anyway, we don't break the law. So now I'm going to run these things up tight with the impact, but I will put 100 foot-pounds of torque on them with a torque wrench. This thing has been tested. It's good for 80 pounds, and that's about it. So we know we want it tighter than that, torque-wise. And we go evenly, so we go cross from one to the other. And pull it up straight and even. And then we start dogging it down. Alrighty, let's take a little break. When I come back, I'll have the torque wrench and we'll torque these things. Keep watching. Okay, we are torquing them down. Now, because I need an extension so I don't hit these fenders, I go a little bit more on the poundage. That way we know we're getting somewhere close. And I'll probably have to go, yeah, I gotta go put the brakes on. Hold on for me, hold on. Here we go. Alright, Gunner, I gotta open that door. Move, buddy, move. That dog loves to watch you. He also loves to stay in the way. All right, break on. All right, here we go. That don't work, we may have to look at other. Yeah, that works. Alrighty, come on. Yeah. I may have to get some help. Or a helper. Hang on. Okay, I didn't show the rest of the torquing because I had to get the beautiful wife out here to hold the brake down so I could torque them enough. But anyway, this is the finish. I will come back and torque my wheels after I get the other side and everything's together. I'll go around again and check and make sure all the lugs are torqued correctly, just for my safe mind. Anyway, fender's folded. Everything looks good. It didn't break any paint that wasn't already broke or chipped from whatever. But anyway, all right, we're going to move on to the other side. Keep watching. Okay, we are not going to show you this side. I mean, you know, you got to see the fast motion. Hopefully I can get it in fast motion of the other side and how long it took, because it was forever. I did a few little modifications to this cotton picking rod right along here. Number one, on the other side I did put grease on it. That kind of helped it a little bit, but the nut would still back off because you got to turn this thing this way, right, counterclockwise. That'll pull that lever out against the fender. And so as you're doing that and being back in there, it gets so darn tight, you back the nut off. So I greased it up real well. And this time, you can see Gunner getting the picture here. Gunner's a sniffer. This time, what we're going to do is I put the nylock on backwards. In other words, where the nylon is this way, you know? Anyway, I'll show you. I'll end up with this on the finished product. All right. Please like and subscribe. We need you. We can do more content, all kinds of things if you will subscribe. I mean, there's people out there got hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and it's just channels full of a bunch of BS, retarded acting stuff, you know? I guess people like watch people being stupid, jumping up and down and flip-flops into the wind and crazy stupid stuff, but I don't know. I don't understand it. But anyway, all right. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Mad Brad's Customs. We are out. All right. This came with no directions on how to use, no directions on how to put it together. It does have a schematic of it breaking down in the pieces and parts and numbers. But anyway, here's the problem with it. You can see, let me see if I can move things around a little bit. Can you see that washer? That goes into that hole. Well, let me see if I can get it. There you go, right there. Of course, that turns. But anyway, as you're trying to use the thing, this lock nut and washer keeps coming loose and falling off. And it is a nylon lock, but it's a cheapo. Yep. Not a very good product.